our particular solution to solve those challenges. Maybe you have some white papers on your site. Now, why do we have those white papers, and what are users actually trying to get to when they read a white paper? Maybe in that case, users are trying to build a business case. They're using your white papers to get information to sell the idea of purchasing a new solution or purchasing a new product to the internal stakeholders. Or maybe you have some pricing calculators on your site. Why do you have those? Our users probably are trying to compare different solutions, and they're trying to reduce cost. So these are just a few examples. This is the type of approach we want to take with our assets and with and understanding our users. We want to take all the assets that we have and distill them down to their core function, which is our customers' core needs. Once we do that, we can start figuring out what these core needs are and approaching how we can solve for those core needs through mobile. So as I said earlier, context is the biggest piece to all of this. And when we talk about context, there's a lot involved with it. But primarily, we're talking about the mobile context. When, how, why, where your users are actually using their mobile devices. So we want to consider how customers' needs and goals differ when they use mobile devices, and how do we enhance their current experience through campaigns that we launch via mobile. So we've considered the goals, we've considered our assets, we've learned a little bit about our users, and now the last piece that we need is that context, their mobile behaviors, their mobile needs. And that'll lend us into the next step, which is which tactics we can deploy to match up to all these previous things that we have identified. And this is extremely important because in reality, mobile technology is changing how people do business and how people communicate. So that's why it's so important to understand the mobile experience, since it can be so much different than a desktop experience. And the best example I can actually give is when B2B online marketing first began.